Hello everyone, welcome to the advanced tutorials of the Kirby Air Ride All Track speedrun. We're going to be starting off here with Fantasy Meadow Rocket, and what we're going to be doing in this series is we're going to be going through all the air ride and track combinations that I do in my current run. These aren't the definitive combinations that you could do. I implore everyone who's interested in this game and in the advanced and going fast to check out Speedrider. That is the Japanese database for all the tracks, and it has all the world records for every single air ride on every single track. So I recommend checking that out, along as this. But you know, if you're watching this and if you're at advanced level, you probably already know. But we're going to be starting here with Fantasy Meadow Rocket. I've already done intermediate/beginner tutorials. I recommend that you at least skim through those a little bit before watching this, but you don't have to. I'm going to be going over everything completely again. So let's start. I'm probably going to say a lot of things that I did back then, but it's been a little while and I know a lot more, and I think I'm going to be able to teach a lot more. So let's start it off. Now I'm going to play the whole track for you, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to break it down bit by bit. And we're going to go through it and learn how to go fast. So here we go. All right, we're back. So this is Fantasy Meadows Rocket Star. And this is going to be too different than in my intermediate slash beginner tutorial. But I'm going to try to go into it a little more depth. And I've learned a lot more about this level than I used to know. So we're going to start off here. Start playing the video. Around here, I start charging, by the way. While Kirby is jumping on the air ride and before the timer even starts counting down, I start holding the A button or the L button. So in every track, you can zoom out, and I recommend it. I personally don't zoom out on two random tracks, on this track and on Frozen Hillside. Really, for no reason. It's just preference. You know, it doesn't really matter too much. There are definitely some levels that have its advantages. I would really recommend zooming out of magma flows, but and I'll get more into that in the magma flows tutorial. But yeah, basically, you could zoom out here if you want. If you want to do that, start holding L, which L, R, A, they all do the same thing. While zooming out, I recommend doing that. But if you're just not zooming out, then just hold A. That's what I do here. So also, I'm not going to be going over the basics. I'm assuming if you're watching this series that you already know how to go decently fast. So, all right, so I'm going to get a full charge here. After the timer goes. And then, as you saw, I make a little movement there, like a small movement left. Basically, the strat for this level is I'm going to try to get the sword here, then I'm going to try to do a full lap and then some to cut these enemies called Scarfies. And if I get that cut, then we're going pretty fast, and that's really what we want to see. So I move over left a little bit. And right now I'm going like basically down the middle of this bridge. As soon as I pass the Blade Knight, I press A. Because I want to suck him up as late as possible, so he will last as long as possible. So you don't want to do it too late or you'll miss him. But so after that, start holding right a little bit. And then start tapping A around the time of those broomstick guys. While holding about diagonal upright. So you get on that rail. You also got to watch out for that rail. You don't want to land here. Let me scroll back. You don't want to land in the dark grass. See this dark grass? You don't want to land there because that will really slow you down. You really got to watch out for the dark grass in this level, but we'll get to that more in a little bit. So you're going to go here. As soon as you land on the ground or about right here, you want to start tapping A. while holding, I think about like upright, diagonal upright again. So you cut that fire elephant, the 3 Waddle Dees, I believe, and the Blade Knight. And once you cut all those, you'll basically kind of hit that wall, and then you want to start tapping again to go right and to hit that needle guy. So, and then you want to press A into this part of the tunnel. You want to get here about right before it turns 10. As you can see, the timer is turning right there. But you want to get to this part of the cave, this like greenish part, after you press A and do the stomp, at like right before 10. That's on good pace. So you want to cut through these dales, and then you want to cut through these Waddle Dees, and as soon as you cut them, you want to start holding A. So once you hold A and then you cut them, you'll get the boost that you need to get around that corner. So you want to get, right about where I am, past the middle, past this root over here. And then sometimes you'll hit the barrier as the turn, instead of going right past it. That's okay. But if that happens, you might not be able to cut the Scarfies. It's very precise movement to get up there. So you want to do another full charge, let go here, cut the Bronto Burr and the Fire Elephant, and you want to start tapping A and then go around this dark grass. You want to go in between that root and this dark grass around it. And if you could cut that Blade Knight I passed, if you could get the A taps enough to cut that guy, that's good too. But if you don't, that's fine. I chose this video because it shows off a lot in this level to talk about. And that's one of them, that even if you miss that Blade Knight, it's okay. Because as long as you cut all of these enemies, or at least most of them, like I think you could probably skip that mushroom guy, you should be fine. Now, another thing, directly to the left of you where my times are, you see that dark grass? Be very careful, dude. It's going to take a lot of practice until you're able to just like get that perfect angle. Because, we weave real in and out right at that point, and then we snapped like to the right angle on that straightaway. It's going to take a little while until you get used to it. So right here, big pro tip, do not hold up. Because if you hold up right around here, right around this part, Kirby can pop off and you can't press A. He'll just like glide across this part. So make sure you're not holding like anything. When you let go of your boosts with Rocket, don't try to hold forward or really any direction except for if you're turning. So that's just a little pro tip. So you're going to go across here, you're going to cut those enemies, and then right about there, you want to start mashing A. What I do actually is I have a technique for this. I don't mash A. I hit A 3 times, and I hold out the A's, the A hits like bam, 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 like do, do, do. I kind of like time them. So basically what that is that's slowing down Kirby even more than just tapping it, because you're really like forcing him to break, and then doing it 3 times is just a setup that works for me. It might not work for you guys, but that's just what I do. So see, I cut all those guys, and then see how I like kind of bounced there a little bit? Yeah, if you hold A, you just fly past that bridge. So then yeah, right around here when you cut these guys, 1, 2, 3. Let's see if I could show that off a little better. 2, 3. I don't know if you can't see that really well, but yeah, that's what I do. I'm sure there's, a lot of other setups, but that's my current setup. So then right after that, your sword should wear off as soon as that happens. And also, if you get to the Scarfies and your sword just runs off, that's fine. Just boost as soon as you get off that rail, and it won't be that much slower. You'll probably lose a second or two. This is just like the fastest strats. So then you want to grab this needle up here. Or I mean the needle before that guy. But if you grab that guy, it's okay. And then once you get into the cave, you want to veer left a little bit. Kill this Dale. Then veer back right. Stomp down. Kill that Dale. You can get in the middle of those and kill both of them. It's a little hard to do. But, you could definitely do it. Now right around here, this is a weird part because you have to know your speed. You have to know exactly what your speed is. If you get to this part and you're going pretty fast, you know that you could start boosting around here. See, I start boosting around here, and then it'll take me across that turn. Now, that all just really depends on experience. I can't really explain it super well. I'll show that part one more time though. So I give you, oh, sorry. So I give you a good idea of what kind of speed you need to um, start boosting in that certain part. I could have even started boosting earlier. See, that was kind of even a late boost, but yeah. So that's what you want to do. Then you want to let go. You want to kill these enemies again. Really make sure that you don't fall in that dark grass. That will really slow you down. You want to get the good angle again, right again from weaving out and to kill all 3 of those Waddle Dees in a row and then get that sword guy at the end. It's very important to kill all the enemies. So right here, you could kill that broomstick. You can, and then just maul through all those enemies, basically the same ways that we have been doing for the other tracks. Sometimes you'll be going too fast and your needle will run out after that last needle to pick up, so you won't be able to get another one. That's okay, little slow, but what you do there is you suck up this Dale, this first Dale, to kill the second one. So yeah, so boost here, but let's say that your needle runs out about around here. Yeah, so you would shoot out those Dales, and then the same for down here too. So right here, I had a lot of speed. I could have started boosting a lot earlier. And that's just gonna come with practice, but yeah, there you go. Basically, you just ended off like you end off the other laps as well. I hope this helped you guys out. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. You can message me. I'm going to be doing all of the tracks in this advanced series, and I should be uploading them all at the same time. So okay, and finally, let's end off this tutorial with a real-time recap going over what we discussed, the most important parts anyways. Go. Okay, so what you want to do here is you want to start your charge already. Let go, move left slightly, grab the sword, cut through these guys, start mashing A little bit, start mashing A more now through those enemies, back and forth. Stomp down, start holding A as soon as you hit those Waddle Dees. Let go of your boost, cut through these guys, watch out for the dark grass, start mashing A again, watch out for the dark grass there as well. Cut through these enemies with the needle. Start holding A around there. Start your charge around the corner. Watch out to not hit the corner. Cut through these enemies. Also being careful of not going into the dark grass again. Let go. And then grab that needle at the end. Start mashing through those Dales. Start charging. You could have started the charge a little earlier. And then there you go. Make sure you cut through those mushroom enemies. And there you go. End off. Thank you for watching. And I hope this helped. Ask any questions that you have. I will be glad to answer them. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.